Yes. Gotta give him the shout out. Oh, yeah. All right, we got the late models out there. Heat race number 1, it is the Double Z man, Zach Zender in the 22. He's from Cedar Rapids, Nebraska. Outside of him, the 6. Hey, welcome back to the Tomahawk, Doug Tomka. John Haase in the 45, Matt Haase in the 94. That's row 2. And row 3, it's Devin Johnson and Robert Osborne, and let's go racing. Actually, we got the 49 of Brock Carlson out there. I have an extra car. Maybe not. No, that's 7. That's right. I'm losing my mind. So actually in the 9, that is Doug Tomka right now leading Zach Zentner. They're throwing it up high, wide, and handsome. Then it is Matt Haase, Devin Johnson, Robert Osborne, John Haase, and Brock Carlson. Haase throws it sideways over there in 1 and 2, but keeps it going straight. Doug Tomka in the 9, followed by the Double Z man, Zach Zentner. Then it's Matt Haase. Whoa, Robert Osborne and Devin Johnson kind of get together. Osborne out of shape, but keeps it going straight. Here comes John Haase and Brock Carlson. Doug Tomka with the lead, followed by Zach Zender. Matt Haase's right now running in 3rd. Devin Johnson, Robert Osborne, John Haase, and Brock Carlson. That is still Doug Tomka, the Tomahawk, in the lead. Zach Zentner's right behind him, chasing him down. They're both using the same line out of 4 hubs. Zentner goes up a little bit higher, loses a little ground to Doug Tomka coming out of 4. Matt Haase hold it on in 3rd, followed by Devin Johnson 4th, Robert Osborne in 5th. But Doug Tomka has the lead as the white flag comes out. 1 lap to go. It is the Double Z man, Zach Zender, Matt Haase in 3rd. So the checker flag is going to be displayed, and it's going to be the 9, the Tomahawk, Doug Tomka. Zach Zender 2nd, Matt Haase. Then it is Devin Johnson, Robert Osborne, John Haase, and Brock Carlson. But your winner, driving the 9 car tonight, the Tomahawk, Doug Tomka. 3rd and final row to the inside from Pierce. It's the 4 of Caleb Jasperson and the Autism Awareness number 4. And outside of him from Plainview, the 36 of Jim Johnson. So 6 cars, 8 laps the distance. By the way, next week, ladies and gentlemen, at the Bob Haase Memorial, $500 in quarters are going to be thrown out for the kids next Saturday. Coming to turn number 4, we get the green. Let's go racing. Chase Osborne, Nelson Bobright fighting side by side down the backstretch. Ben Sukup, Kyle Pryder, Jim Johnson, and Caleb Jasperson. Lap 1's going to go to Nelson Bobright, followed by Chase Osborne. Then it is Ben Sukup, Kyle Pryder, Jim Johnson, Caleb Jasperson. Six to go. It is Nelson Bobright, Chase Osborne, Ben Sukup, Kyle Pryder, Jim Johnson, Caleb Jasperson. Nelson Bobright goes up high. Here comes Chase Osborne. Oh, he couldn't do it out of turn number 4. Close, but not close enough. Nelson Bobright, Chase Osborne, Ben Sukup, Kyle Pryder, Jim Johnson, Caleb Jasperson. It is still Nelson Bobright, Chase Osborne, Ben Sukup, Kyle Pryder, Jim Johnson, Caleb Jasperson. Coming around this time, only 3 laps left to go. It is still Nelson Bobright, Chase Osborne, Ben Sukup, Kyle Pryder, Jim Johnson, Caleb Jasperson. Coming around this time, 2 laps left to go. Oh, Nelson had to check up a little bit in turn 4. Here comes Osborne. Nope, not quite. Close. Nelson Bulbright, Chase Osborne, Ben Sukup, Kyle Pryder, Jim Johnson. Oh, Jasperson throwing it in slideways over there in turns 1 and 2. White's out, 1 to go. Still Nelson Bulbright. Osborne's looking for any way to get around him. Right now, he cannot find that way to get around him. He remains in second. Sukup in third. Jasperson pulls off. Final corner, checker flags out. It's going to be Nelson Bulbright, Chase Osborne, Ben Sukup, Kyle Pryder, Jim Johnson, and Caleb Jasperson. So your winner, and he hails from Stanton, Nebraska, the 11X. Give it up to Nelson Bulbright.
Field set to go for our opening heat race tonight with the Property Solutions of America Midwest Sprint Touring Series here at the Off-Road Speedway. 8 laps is the distance. Passing and finishing points determine the starting grid for tonight's 2,000 to win main event. Jason Martin sets the pace in the 82-101. Chuck McGilvery alongside him. McGilvery, 68 years of age. 53, Jack Dover. 57B, Boyd Peterson, row 2. 20, Brant O'Banion. 32, Darren Spielman, row 3. And the 36 of Rick Hansen from the tail. We go green. 8 laps is your distance. No start going to be the call on that one, as we will try again next time. Well, Chuck McGilvery a little anxious there on the outside of the front row. Right there is the cone where we will start. That is a little later than typical starting lines here for MSTS competition. So Chuck a little bit anxious there in the 101 machine. He and Jason Martin bring the field to the complete restart here in turn 4. Three drivers in this event have won MSTS feature events here. That's Martin, Dover, and O'Banion. They start in the inside of the front 3 rows. We're green. Martin comes up right across the nose of McGilvery. McGilvery had to lift. Here comes Dover after the 82 of Martin for the lead as O'Banion grabs the 3rd spot from the 57B of Peterson. O'Banion in 3rd as the 82 of Martin leads lap number 1 of 8. Out to a 4/10 of a second lead as you see a good high line here all the way around the off-road speedway. Martin very strong on the top, as is Jack Dover. The 20 of O'Banion running in 3rd. Peterson, then McGilvery in the top 5 spots. Then Hansen and Spielman completing the running order. 2 in, 6 to go. Make it now 3 in, 5 to go. The lead for Martin still strong at 0.6 of a second over the 53 of Jack Dover. Dover within about 5 car lengths as they race back to turn number 3. Martin and Dover put on a show here earlier this season. They've put on a show here in the past as well, battling for wins here in the great state of Nebraska. Dover closing in just a little bit as they raced off of turn number 2. Leaders about to enter lap traffic as we will come to lap number 5 of this 8-lap affair. So halfway to go in this one. Make that 5 in, 3 to go, 2.5 to go as they'll come up on the 32 of Darren Spielman. Spielman getting his first ever laps here at the Off-Road Speedway. Wheels up as we'll split him going into turn number 1. Dover in the cushion. He's got a run on the 82 of Martin. Here's the battle for the race lead with a lap and a half remaining. Dover to the inside, slide job, and he's got the spot. Martin tries to come back to his inside. Can't get there. White flag is out. Final time down the back straightaway. The gas man strikes just before the white flag, and he will take it to the checkered. Jack Dover wins heat race number 1 with the MSTS Sprint Cars. There is your finish from heat race number 1 tonight with the Property Solutions of America Midwest Sprint Touring Series. And how about it for the 53? Jack Dover gets the win. Set to go heat race number 2 for the Property Solutions of America Midwest Sprint Touring Series. We go green at the exit of turn number 4 for 8 laps of action. Again, passing and finishing points, the name of the game as they prepare to go green with the 14 of Jody Rosenboom and 13V of Seth Bramer setting the pace from row 1. Row 2, 77 of John Club Bundy, 1B of Billy Alley. Row 3, the 10 of Lincoln Dravis, and 86 of Elliot Amdahl. The 5 of Eric Lutz, a former feature event winner here at the Off-Road Speedway, starts at the tail. We creep towards the starting line at the exit of turn 4, and we're underway. Rosenboom goes to the top side of the speedway. He'll lead him down the back straightaway. Car going around in turn 2. It's Eric Lutz. He lights him up and then brings the car to a stop. We'll have a caution. Eight laps on the scoreboard down in turn 1 here at the Off-Road Speedway as the field makes their way off of turn number 2. Final appearance of sprint cars here at the Off-Road Speedway in 2021. Their final heat race ready to ignite as Lutz has taken the 5 machine back pit side. 6-pack of cars ready to crack open. 8 laps the distance here off of turn 4. We're underway. Trying to get those tires to hook up on the slick racing surface. Rosenboom right across the nose wing of the 13V of Bramer. That move gives Rosenboom the lead. He'll head him into turn 3, now off of turn number 4. Rosenboom leads the opening lap. Bramer in that second spot. Billy Alley runs third, then side by side for the 4th position. John Klabundy to the inside of Elliot Amdahl. Amdahl working on the steering wheel. He'll hold on to the 4th spot as he comes off the cushion. The 77 of Klabundy down to his inside, now off of turn 3 and into turn number 4 and off of that corner. Amdahl uses the cushion and the momentum to propel him into the 4th spot, relegating Klabundy back to position number 5 ahead of Lincoln Dravis, who runs 6th. Out front, it is Jody Rosenboom pulling away from the 13V of Seth Bramer. The lead growing as they go by the stripe. That time it was 1.13 seconds. That is just about a half straightaway here at the Off-Road Speedway. Right now, the 1B of Billy Alley running third, but he's very loose in turn number 4. The 86 of Elliot Amdahl closing in on him in that race for the 3rd position. Again, passing and finishing points, the name of the game, so every pass means something for these drivers as we continue to work our way through heat race number 2. 3 laps to go for Rosenboom, his lead out to 2 seconds. Rosenboom, consider him gone as long as he avoids any issues in that Frontier Bank car number 14. Bramer strong in the 2nd spot as we'll go by 2 laps to go. Billy Alley able to get the handle of that Bulls Farms car number 1B back underneath him. He is pulled about 5 car lengths over the 86 of Elliot Amdahl as they run 3rd and 4th. 2 laps to go here for the 14 of Jody Rosenboom. Lincoln Dravis a little off the pace here in turn number 4. White flag coming out. Dravis slow at the exit of the 4th turn. We'll get the white and we'll go yellow. So Lincoln Dravis off the pace through turns 3 and 4. The Fierce FX 360, car number 10, coming to a stop over here at the start of the front straightaway. And that will be a checkered flag here in heat race number 2. The 14 of Jody Rosenboom picks up the victory. The 13V of Seth Bramer finishes 2nd. 1B Billy Alley was 3rd. Elliot Amdahl 4th in the 86. John Klabundy rounds out the top 5 in the 77. Lincoln Dravis credited with 6th, and Eric Lutz gets credited with position number 7.
In your IMCA Late Models, time to salute the drivers. Here they come out of turn number 4. Start waving. Yo! Hoorah! This will decide who's going to be the 2021 champion in your IMCA Late Models here at the Off-Road Speedway. Tony's on it, let me tell you right now. Ben Sukup brings them to turn number 4. Mike says, let's go racing. 25 laps the distance, Ben Sukup on the pole. Look at Zach Zentner. Big drive out of turn number 2. Sukup on the inside, Zentner on the outside. Whoa, Zentner sliding it all the way through. Chase Osborne moves into 3rd, Doug Tomka and Robert Osborne. It is Ben Sukup, Zach Zentner, Chase Osborne, Robert Osborne, Doug Tomka, Devin Johnson, Jim Johnson. We're 3 wide. Is that the 94 of Matt Haase? Working to the outside of the 5K of Kyle Pryder, Nelson Barbright, John Haase, Caleb Jasperson, Brock Carlson. Ben Sukup with the lead. Zach Zentner second, Chase Osborne in third. Robert Osborne, then it's Devin Johnson. Jim Johnson, then he got a 3-way battle, 3 wide with Tomka, Pryder, and Haase. And yellow is out. Yellow is out. Oh, we got a car right there. Looks like the 4 of Caleb Jasperson. Brings out the caution. So yes, Chase Osborne was 10 points down to Kyle Pryder going into this A feature. He'd have to finish 11 spots ahead of Kyle to win the championship. That might be pretty tough. So setting the pace, Ben Sukup gets the green. Chase Osborne gets on the inside of Zentner. But Zentner on that outside like a rocket. Here comes Robert Osborne. Zach Zentner, high, wide, and handsome. Still in second, Osborne, and Johnson. So it is Ben Sukup. Zach Zentner, Chase Osborne, Robert Osborne, Devin Johnson, Matt Haase, Jim Johnson, Kyle Pryder, Doug Tomka, Brock Carlson, John Haase, and Caleb Jasperson. Ben Sukup now stretching out the lead over Zach Zentner. Chase Osborne in second, Zentner in third, Devin Johnson in fourth. Ben Sukup with the lead, followed by Chase Osborne. Zach Zentner now under attack by the 7J of Devin Johnson. Matt Haase, Robert Osborne, Jim Johnson, Kyle Pryder, Brock Carlson, Doug Tomka, John Haase, and Caleb Jasperson. As Ben Sukup is throwing the keys on the desk, grabbed his bags and said, "I'm checking out." Chase Osborne second, Devin Johnson now in third. He got by the 22Z of Zach Zentner, who now is coming under attack by the 94 of the Honey Badger, Matt Haase. Ben Sukup with the lead. Chase Osborne, Devin Johnson, Zach Zentner, Matt Haase, Robert Osborne, Jim Johnson, Brock Carlson. Look out, look out, look out! John Haase got into the side of Kyle Pryder, and he went off that hit at full speed. Red is out. Kyle Pryder got hit by John Haase, and it pinballed him right through the exit of the track into the pits, and he went flying out there. Full speed. Red is out. And we're back to green flag racing. Ben Sukup off into turn number 1. Chase Osborne chasing him down in second, Devin Johnson. And look who's back out, the 5K of Kyle Pryder. It's Ben Sukup, Chase Osborne, Devin Johnson, Zach Zentner, Matt Haase, Robert Osborne battling Brock Carlson and John Haase, and here it comes Pryder. But it is Ben Sukup once again checking out over Chase Osborne. Devin Johnson, then it's Zach Zentner, Matt Haase, Jim Johnson, Robert Osborne, Brock Carlson, John Haase, Doug Tomka, Kyle Pryder, and Caleb Jasperson. Ooh, and Tomka and Priner get together, but no harm, no foul. Ben Suka, Chase Osborne, Devin Johnson, Zach Zentner, Matt Haase, Jim Johnson, Robert Osborne, Brock Carlson, John Haase, Kyle Priner, Doug Tomka, and Caleb Jasperson. Suka leading once again with 9 laps left to go. So it is Ben Suka, Chase Osborne, Devin Johnson, they're all running that low side. So is Zach Zedner and Matt Haase. Then it is Jim Johnson, Robert Osborne, Brock Carlson, John Haase, Kyle Priner, Doug Tomka, Caleb Jasperson. And here comes your leader once again, the out 7 of Ben Suka. Coming around this time, 6 to go. Ben Sukup, your leader. Chase Osborne is straightaway back in second. Devin Johnson in third. Then it is Zach Zentner, Matt Haase, Jim Johnson, Brock Carlson, Robert Osborne, John Haase, and Kyle Priner. Then it is Doug Tomka, Caleb Jasperson, as here comes your leader, the out 7. Ben Sukup with 5, now 4.5 laps left to go. 4 laps to go. Ben Sukup about ready to put a lap on the 4 of Caleb Jasperson. Chase Osborne, Devin Johnson, Zach Zentner, Matt Haase. Then it is Brock Carlson, Jim Johnson, Robert Osborne, John Haase, Kyle Priner, Doug Tomka, Caleb Jasperson. Coming around this time, Ben Sukup's going to get the signal from Mike. 2 laps left to go. 2 to go for Ben Sukup. Mystery spot in this race is 7. 7th place will get the mystery money. Sukup with the white flag. 1 to go for Ben Sukup. Chase Osborne, Devin Johnson. As the checker flag is going to fly for Ben Sukup. So Ben Sukup gets the feature win. The mystery spot's going to go to 36 of Jim Johnson. And by my calculations, not official, your 2021 track champion in the IMCA Late Models will go the 5K of Kyle Priner.
Field set to go. Fans, give them a wave, make some noise. We go green next time. The 1A of Billy Alley sets the pace alongside the 86 of Elliott Omdahl. The rest of the field in rows of 2, ready to go. 25 times the distance. The MSTS feature event at the Lynn Langenberg Memorial is underway. Here comes Jody Rosenboom immediately to the lead in the number 14 machine. He'll lead the field over to turn number 3. Rosenboom works the bottom, Alley through the middle, drifts up the racetrack up to the top. Bramer in the 3rd spot, Omdahl and O'Banion the top 5, 1 lap in, 24 to go. Jody Rosenboom has been to victory lane here at the off-road speedway before, and he will lead with 2 laps in. 3 cars tussling for the 2nd spot. It is Billy Alley's position, and now making a 4-dog fight. Here comes the 82 of Jason Martin into the mix. He pressures the 13B of Seth Bramer. Bramer runs in position number 3, right behind Billy Alley. Martin works the bottom, Bramer working the top. That's how they go back down to turn number 1. Martin goes in on the bottom, slide job right in front of Bramer. Bramer turns it down the hill and reclaims the 3rd spot as they race to turn number 3. Bramer now through the middle. Here comes O'Banion on the bottom. Martin going to try to dip to the bottom of turn number 4. And that's happening right in front of the 53 of Dover. Jody Rosenboom leads, but not getting away from the field to lead just 1 second over the 1A of Billy Alley. Alley grabs the cushion, Bramer, and then 3 wide for the spot right there behind them. Here comes Brant O'Banion. He's got the 4th spot. Does he, though? Here comes the 53 of Dover. Dover grabs the spot. Martin comes with him. 3 cars tussling it out for 2 positions within the top 5. Dover on the bottom, slips up the racetrack, goes right in front of the 20 of Brant O'Banion, and now Dover's got the 4th spot working the bottom. Billy Alley's got a run coming back after Seth Bramer, who snuck into that 2nd spot. Bramer works the top off of turn number 4. Alley through the middle, top where you want to be, because here comes the 20 of O'Banion. O'Banion gets by Billy Alley and runs into 3rd spot. 18 circuits to go here at the Off-Road Speedway. It's Jody Rosenboom, Seth Bramer, Brant O'Banion, Jack Dover, Billy Alley to top 5. Jason Martin coming after Billy Alley. Some rubber starting to come in on the racetrack as the group works down just a little bit. And Rosenboom seeing his lead disappear. It's down to just 4.5 tenths. Bramer running a higher line than Rosenboom is. Rosenboom may think there's more rubber on the racetrack than there is at the current point. Was able to pull away just a bit. Meanwhile, as all this happens, Jack Dover sneaking from 8th up to the 3rd spot, side by side for the 4th position. Give that to the 82 of Jason Martin. Martin getting by the 20 of O'Banion. O'Banion switches lines back to the cushion and completes the top 5. Leaders about to enter lap traffic as they race into turn number 3. Rosenboom will go by the 32 of Darren Spielman. Spielman going down a lap as Rosenboom starts to grow the lead once again. It's now back to 9/10 of a second over Seth Bramer. Rubber certainly coming in on the high side of the speedway. Boyd Peterson has found the rubber, and he just shot around the outside of Brant O'Banion off of turn number 2 for the spot. Racing for 3rd and 4th, getting good once again. That's the 53 of Dover in 3rd. The 82 of Martin has the 4th spot. Boyd Peterson into the top 5, as we mentioned in that 57B. Rosenboom will sneak by the stripe. We've got 12 laps to go, so we're halfway home of this feature event. The lead for Rosenboom is out to 1.7 seconds. Rosenboom misses the rubber getting into turn number 3. Car slides up on the racetrack. He's got to chase it down the hill, and now he enters more lap traffic coming up on the 10 of Lincoln Travis. Bramer able to capitalize, was able to cut about 6/10 of a second off of the lead for Rosenboom that last circuit. 10 laps to go for the Rock Rapids, Iowa driver in the Frontier Bank number 14 machine. Bramer in 2nd, trailing by just 9/10 of a second. Then it's Dover, Martin, and the 20 of Brant O'Banion back into the top 5 as he and Boyd Peterson have had quite a battle here throughout the first 16 laps of this feature event. Rosenboom will put the 101 of McGilvery down a lap. The 13 of Bramer about to do the same. Rubber now worked from the cushion all the way to the bottom of the racetrack, all the way around. So now it becomes a mental game. How hard do you go? How much do you save? Rubber at a premium on racing surfaces like this. So what does it take? Right now, Jody Rosenboom enjoying a lead, and through traffic, he has been able to sneak away to quite a healthy lead. It's more than a straightaway. On the clock, it's out to 2.8 seconds over the 13B of Seth Bramer. He has no idea, but Bramer is struggling in traffic. He slips up the racetrack. Here comes Jack Dover looking for 2nd. Bramer will get to the outside with the 32 of Darren Spielman, bringing with him the 53 of Dover. Bramer able to get by a little bit of breathing room, as here comes the 82 of Jason Martin. Here comes Billy Alley back by the 20 of Brant O'Banion and back into the top 5. O'Banion will go to the inside of Billy Alley. That's the 5th spot up for grabs, and the 20 of O'Banion grabs it once again. The lead for Jody Rosenboom, it's big. It was 4.3 seconds on the last lap. This time between Rosenboom and back to Seth Bramer, it's 4.3 seconds. But Rosenboom about to encounter some heavy lap traffic. As they do that, you'll see the signal from the flag stand. Just 2 laps to go here at the Off-Road Speedway. So Rosenboom, lap and a half to go. All sorts of traffic in front of him, but the interval behind him is 4 seconds. He's got plenty of room. Now the question is, how about the tires? Final time around the speedway. Final trip down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Rosenboom grabs the rubber, goes 3 wide in traffic, and he'll come to the win at the Lynn Langenberg Memorial. A second place finish for Seth Bramer just in front of the 53 of Dover. The 82 of Martin crosses in the fourth spot, and Brant O'Banion nips the 1A of Billy Alley at the line for fifth. We go 25 clean laps here tonight at the Off-Road Speedway at the Lynn Langenberg Memorial. And your winner tonight with the Property Solutions of America Midwest Sprint Touring Series will be the number 14 of Jody Rosenboom. Rosenboom started third, rocketed to the early race lead, and for the second time in his career, he's a winner here at the Off-Road Speedway. Seth Bramer finishes second, Jack Dover third, Jason Martin was fourth, and Brant O'Banion gets the fifth spot in a great race for the top five. Billy Alley was sixth, Elliot Amdahl seventh, Eric Lutz eighth, John Klabundy ninth, Boyd Peterson 10th, Chuck McGilvery 11th, Lincoln Dravis 12th, Rick Hansen 13th, Darren Spielman 14th, and Jeff Pendergast will get credited with 15th. Tonight's Crespin Sanitation Hard Charger Award will go to Eric Lutz. He started 14th. He finishes 8th, goes +6 here tonight to pick up the $100 bonus. Again, that's the 5 of Eric Lutz. Finishes 8th here tonight. He'll pick up a $100 bonus courtesy of Crespin Sanitation. Well, the team of the Frontier Bank, Rosie's Raceland, car number 14, goes to victory lane for the second time ever here at the Off-Road Speedway. He's climbing out of the car and going up top. Give him a hand. It's Jody Rosenboom.